Manuel, thank you for having us here. It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you, especially with all the things that are happening here in your great city of Tijuana. My name is
Yes, sir.
Kenny Arroyo.
Thank you for being here.
As I had discussed earlier, I ran for Congress in the great city of Los Angeles in the San Fernando Valley, and I honestly believe in open dialogue and creating more opportunities to work together as equal partners with Mexico, Central America, and South America. And we would like to ask a few questions in regards to what has happened in the recent weeks here, months actually, with the caravan. And so I'd like to start it off with, when you first heard about the caravan, what did you think?
Well, first of all, I'm going to say it as it is. First of all, they broke the law, introducing themselves in Mexico without the proper warrant. But it's not on their fault. It's a fault on our government. They're not establishing the rules, clear rules. Let's see, if you know they're coming, well, why don't you establish more offices or mobile offices where you can register the people, say, what's your name? Where do you come from? Do you have a phone? How old are you? Do you have any sickness? You know, as you must do with any foreigner that goes into your country. You should do it, nothing wrong with it. So they missed that part of the law, and they made the perception were nationwide that they were violators of the law. Unfortunately, it shouldn't happen that way. Definitely. So that gave us as Mexicans a perception that we were hosting people that weren't, they didn't deserve being in Mexico. So what happened with the caravan? They started walking, and people kind of they weren't, at least here in the border, we were not really sensitive to what was going on because we thought they were going to be held over in Chiapas and the southern states. But they didn't do that. So the government, federal government, kind of with the National Commission of Human Rights, well, they started giving the caravan free highway to the north. When they arrived to Mexico City, all of a sudden, all of them want to come to Tijuana.
This isn't the first caravan that has been organized to come. And so what you're essentially saying is, yes, we do understand that people of need are coming across and have very little care or concern about the laws. So do you feel that Mexico as a whole, Central America as well, because they had to go through both gates, are ill-prepared then to handle individuals coming across? So you'd like to see better laws that are established to be able to handle these caravans?
Just respect the law.
Right.
The immigration law for Mexico states that you have to give your name, your address, where you come from, where you're heading, if you have any disease, your age, status, civil status, either married, divorced, or single, whatever. Well, they should respect that. The Mexican federal government should have enforced what they had to do. And that way, those migrants will know they would come into a law-abiding country. If all of a sudden you go into my house and I didn't tell you, hey, you have to knock on the door.
Right.
What's going to happen with someone who goes into your house? Well, he's going to go back and forth, and he will take attention to your piece of doing things legally because you let them in without satisfying their requirements. We're not against the caravan.
Right.
It's very important to establish this, so I will take out of context. We're not against the caravan. We're against, or we're on behalf of law-abiding citizens. Why is that? Because it's maybe it's my way of thinking because I'm a lawyer, and if I have a right, I must have an obligation. If I only have rights and I don't have any obligation, and you're the one who has all the obligations, that's slavery.
Right.
We have to we have to abide by the law. We have to stick to the law. If you come down, let's see, for instance, you cross the border to Tijuana. You did it in a respectful way. You had to register, you did nothing wrong with it. Where were you going? What's your name? Where are you heading for? And in this case, that misconception of doing things got the Tijuana people in a, I'm not gonna say in a rage, obviously no, but it says, what's going on? Why don't they respect?
They were a little afraid of what was coming.
Yes, and all of a sudden they tell us the caravan's gonna, maybe approximately 800 of the members of the caravan will coming down. We can manage it. I mean, it's no problem. Tijuana is a constantly coming caravans. If not caravans, people are coming down to Tijuana on a daily basis and establishing themselves in Tijuana, working with the people of Tijuana, abide by the laws of Tijuana. We have a big example, is Haitians. That's what they did. They came in by thousands. Thousands, Mark. Kenny, thousands.
Yeah, Haitians did.
Yes, yes. And from Haiti, they came in by thousands. Maybe the double of caravan members right now. But what they did, they came in quietly. They stationed themselves at the border where the documents have to be filled out. We then had a problem of where to put them to sleep. I mean, where to take them so they wouldn't be on the streets. And the social, civic,
Social services.
from the in English, organizaciones civiles, that civil organizations,
Right.
they start working. And now we start processing, the United States start processing, and it went softly. Still, kind of, there's a lot of Haitians from Haiti, well, what are we gonna do? But we kind of manage. But all of a sudden, you see this background, broken, no control of any type. They're coming through 800, okay, well, all of a sudden, 7,000, 8,000,
Wow.
we can't manage it. I mean, it's not a matter of.
That's a lot of people.
A lot of people in 10 days.
In 10 days.
Now, we don't have any trouble with those caravans. They can come in, yes. Tijuana is a young town, barely 129 years old. We're migrants. My grandparents were migrants. My dad, my uncle, I was born in Tijuana. But we don't have any quarrel with any caravan. As long as we can give them a dignified place to stay, food,
As long as it's orderly and lawful, then you have no
The main issue
problems.
is that they broke with our way of living.
Yes.
That is,
Yes.
all of some states, lawfully or not, I don't know, I do not deal with what the United States determines on their borders. All of a sudden, they said, we're gonna take the border. Well, we're gonna go into your house. What do you do then? You close the door. And that's what hit us real bad. They closed the border. And here in Tijuana, we have a mega region. We have a memorandum of understanding with San Diego. Approximately 8,000 people cross on a daily basis back and forth. You're kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you. And I'm not saying because all of a sudden they kind of had the idea. No, it happens. It's real.
Let me ask you, on the memorandum of understanding, how does that apply towards migrant workers or migrant individuals seeking asylum?
Well, first of all, we start from a simple basis, respect the law. That's it. If we respect the laws, we can work out together. And we're building bridges of understanding. The border has been there for hundreds of years. When I was a little kid, the border was, the wall was a 3 barbed wire.
Cattle fence.
Cattle fence.
Cattle fence, yeah.
Cattle fence. Then it changed to a baseball fence, and then they made a wall, and now they're making the new wall. And it's been there always. But what do we have to do? In this case, with San Diego, bridges of understanding. I have a great friendship with Mr. Kevin Faulkner, who's the mayor of Tijuana, San Diego. And he's an advocate, first of all, for the Mexico-Canada Treaty. And we've been working with it. And we know the border is there. But going back to the caravan, it's that menace of saying we're going to take the border. That's what it really hit us. It was a big punch, like Cassius Clay against Muhammad Ali.
When you say that they're going to take the border, you mean the migrants said they were going to take the border. So they were expressing a real aspect of complete lawlessness then.
Yes. And for instance, when we kind of when we started receiving the people, well, human rights didn't allow us to put certain type of security around the complex, just for their safety. And so they kind of, bad leaders, not the really needed people who came into the caravan. Bad leaders, well, they were pressing, and there came a point where they said, well, they're gonna open the door, the United States border, for a couple hours, come on, let's go. Voices up with,
Bullhorns.
said, go ahead, there's the United States, just cross the river.
That's what I heard, that the rush of the border that one day where they used the tear gas was really incited by individuals saying that the asylum papers were going to be passed out. There was a limited amount of them. And then the people with the bullhorns were saying, quick, go get your asylum papers. So it made a major rush on the border. So it created a response.
Who's responsible of that? Well, those people who are taking the caravan to, first of all, this is where the buck stops. There's nowhere else to go. It stops here. And those people, the bad members of that caravan, are telling the people, don't worry, we're gonna get there, we're gonna get there. And it's a false hope. Because here in Tijuana, San Diego border, it's the most big, look out for the police, the U.S. Patrol,
Right.
Border Patrol.
Border Patrol, yeah.
CBP, they're always on this border. And this is the most lookout border.
Oh, the most protected.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
You kind of lead me into a very interesting secondary question because you're saying the organizers. Have you had any reports and or suspicions that the caravan was completely organized by American lawyers, immigration lawyers, or activists or organizations there? Or do you think that they're from Central America or South America?
First of all, it wasn't organic.
Yes, I think everybody's figured that out.
Yes, definitely. You can't come and let's go to the border, let's go to the north. I mean, come on, let's go, Mark. Hey, wait, come on, where are you taking me? Come on, hold on, hold your horses. It's not organic.
Yes.
It's something that, let's go to the border. Here's for your food, here's for your cocoa, I mean, whatever. And who's behind it? Well, this puzzle is quite big that anything can fit in. That's not the main issue right now. The main issue for us is try to hold the caravan so we can help them out, give them a place to stay with dignity. It's a human issue. It's a human issue. It's not how many people, thousands. No, it's a human issue. They're people.
Well, this is what Tijuana has been so famous for, is because being the last stop before you get to the border, when people are coming here to try to go to the United States, you're really a guest town.
Yes.
For pretty much everybody.
And
The
we
tourists.
everyone.
Yes.
As long as we have certain time. For instance, all the organizaciones civiles are trying to get together, offer them jobs, where they can. We need from INAMI to give them the right ID so they can be have a contract. But that's our main issue right here is we don't want them to try to stopping us from crossing the border. And don't tickle on someone who might respond immediately by saying, hey, I'm gonna hit you. I mean, it's not fair, and that hits us.
Correct.
Hits us Tijuana.
I have a question. In regards to the people who decide not to, let's say in theory, they decide not to register to work and they just want to stay here and they refuse to work. Is there a plan to deal with people like that?
No, we just wish they will behave.
Okay.
Because if they don't behave, well, they'll be once satisfying the legal rights. If they committed bad conduct, well, they will have to respond to the law. That's it. I mean, we don't have a plan for that.
There's no plan. Okay.
Do you feel that it's right for organizations to go to Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, and Central America and organize these caravans to inundate Tijuana, because since it is the guest city before they get to America, do you feel it's right as the mayor of Tijuana?
Well,
it's just large caravans like this.
I think it's, I won't speak or criticize them. I would criticize those governments who allow their people to go out of their country.
Yes.
It means that they do not give them minimum
Living standards.
standard,
Quality
minimum,
of life.
minimum, no luxury, no minimum. They're kind of happy. Go on,
Right.
leave the country. I mean,
They're a burden on the country,
and that's,
the
I would,
government.
and before, because if those governments will do their job, those people who try to bring people from the South Latin America, they wouldn't have any triumph. I mean,
Correct.
right here, those governments, what are they doing to keep their countries, the fellowship, their fellow countrymen in their country?
I agree.
That's the main problem. Because I can come into your place and, hey, Mark, let's go. You're okay, what will you tell me? Get away, I mean, get out of here. Nothing will push you to go and leave your town, whatever.